this on me because it won't last long.
It's going to be cold again.
Put that on.
Day 8. Dear Journal, today we are up early for a morning safari, and it is sure cold out here. Though it will get warm eventually with the ever-constant rising of the sun. Through thick shrubs we roam around in our rover, seeing critters of all shapes and sizes, and many trees that have been knocked over or rubbed up against, as well as dung piles everywhere. A clear indication that we are in elephant country. Even at this early hour, warthogs were already playing around with one another, and hornbills were digging in the dirt for their morning breakfast. A few ostriches were also seen grazing within a clearing. It's amazing how tall they are, as well as how small their heads are compared to their bodies. I can't help but imagine what they would be like if they still had the ability to fly. That would be quite a bizarre sight, indeed. Lechwe antelope were also seen, with mothers caring for their young.
No one should touch the ground.
Alright,
You need to be making your way, so...
we're going to arrange ourselves in alphabetical order
Can y'all
without
just
getting
jump
off
around
the
Yeah,
log.
start
Starting with peace. I'm not
So
going
I'm somewhere in the middle
Grab
because
this.
I'm I.
Take the camera.
You got camera
all the way to the end.
Yeah,
You
Okay.
got camera duty.
If we fall, the cameras don't break.
5 minutes.
Okay, let's do
Only
this.
5
No
minutes.
talking, let's go.
After a bit of pushing through the bushes, we made a rest stop at a fallen log by the view of the river marsh, to which then our guide Jerry had us play a little game where we would line ourselves up on the log, and without jumping off, rearrange ourselves in alphabetical order.
We just here.
Ian, hold my hand.
I don't think there's enough room to...
Ian, here, you step around me. Now you stand still and you step around me. There you go. Okay. Okay, good. Alright, you're gonna go first.
I'm
I
just
got
gonna
you.
stay here.
I got you.
I promise I got you.
But I'm I.
Yeah,
I
here.
have
I'm
to be
alright.
somewhere in the middle.
Look at Vicky. Vicky's taking charge.
She know he does.
Vicky's taking charge.
She's
Oh no, guys, I'm falling.
There we go. Teamwork.
If you fall, you start again.
No, don't y'all fall.
Alright.
We got you.
Woo!
A, B, C, D, G, H, I.
I'm like the lightest person to do this, so I guess it works.
Don't worry. Okay, so then...
Through trial and error, we eventually arranged ourselves in the correct fashion. This is exactly what Jerry wanted to teach us. Teamwork in the wild.
HIJKLMNOPQRSTUV.
Yay!
Done. Good. Do you know why I said you have to do it there?
Why?
So it's very important to work as a group. You know, you're intelligent such a way that you supported each other, going around on a log, you know. So even if he was supposed to go that side, she could have come close, you support him, assist him, then he. Thank you, well done.
That was
Good job.
Awesome lesson.
Thank you for filming that.
Just then, out in the open, we saw a bachelor herd of elephants roaming into the fields near the river. The tusks on these males seemed quite large and formidable, but it was still a beautiful sight to witness as they walked off into the distance, minding their own business as they grazed about in the grass. For the next couple of hours, we had unexpected elephant sightings throughout the shrublands, where we would turn around a corner and suddenly they would appear seemingly out of thin air, eating leaves, sleeping while standing, or just walking through the brush, somehow not making a single sound as they stepped through. It's amazing how an animal of such size is able to move silently through the thickets without making much disturbance of any kind. Herds of impala and baboons were also found foraging within the bushes. I would imagine with elephants roaming around, these smaller critters would always have to make way for them as they roam through. For getting stepped on is probably not fun for any species. Oh.
We didn't even see that guy. My God.
One thing about being in the heart of elephant country is that unexpected things can happen at any given time, so it's important for us to remain vigilant around every turn. For the unpredictable can be just a few feet away from us as we push through the bushes. Speaking of, there was somebody watching us from the bushes already.
Look how he steps over the logs. So this is essentially, this is my Bulma here at the campsite. It has a very nice view of the Chobe River with the hippos and birds hanging out in there. And I'm keeping quiet right now because everyone else is taking a nap. But it's really nice on the inside. Those were African fish eagles. But here, when you open the door, it's very nice on the inside. It's got a nice decorative assortment of things on the wall. Got a nice bed with the mosquito nets. And it's got its own bathroom as well. A working plumbing and toilet, everything like that. Oh yeah. This is the nice glamping you'd get at Camp Linyanti. And yeah. You can just hang out here and enjoy the sounds of Africa.
Someone play the frog. Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
Wait, give it
That was awesome.
After lunch, we continue our journey through the bush, pushing ever deeper into the unknown, where the foliage appears to become denser and denser the farther we push forward. It's apparent that beasts as big as buffaloes also reside within the shrubs here. They didn't appear too happy with us rolling through their territory, but luckily did not give us much of a problem. It's scary to think how easy it is to get lost out here, for it's very disorienting in every which way you turn, especially with animals as big as elephants and buffaloes roaming around. It can get quite perilous without a vehicle. Though it is always cute seeing a bouncing baby elephant rummage around in the bushes every now and again. Most of the animals we encountered minded their own business foraging throughout the land. That is, until we met one particular individual. A young bull elephant that was missing his tail seemed rather annoyed with us right off the bat. Annoyed with us so much, in fact, that he began to actually challenge us. Most of everyone got startled, but I was hoping for an encounter like this. How exhilarating.
I was hoping to see something like that on this trip.
Have you ever come across that?
Never. What? I can't even say any words right now.
Thankfully, it was only just a mock charge, for it could have been much worse than it was. This was more of just a visual display stating, "Stay out of my way, I'm walking here." And being the good little human beings that we are, we respect the wildlife by complying with the wildlife and keeping our distance.
There's an aardvark crab. We're going into the bush to see if we can get a closer look at the aardvark. Where? Oh, he's up ahead. Oh no. You saw an aardvark? I mean, we just barely saw it, but now we're now off the road trying to find where he went. You're still freaking out that you saw an aardvark? Yeah, an aardvark, 2 honey badgers, and a mock charge from an elephant today. It's been a great safari so far.
Ask me what I think about it. This is freaking awesome.
It is freaking awesome. Hello, ladies. You're right. You're right. You're okay. You're right. We're not doing anything. Wow, that is amazing. How was that?
Scary.
No, that was exhilarating.
From aardvarks to hornbills to unexpected elephant encounters, this safari has been one of the best that we've been on all week. The only thing left to do now to make this day complete is to witness another spectacular sunset to the west.
Oh, nice.
As Jerry parked the rover on the banks of the river, he then surprised us with an assortment of drinks and snacks to enjoy as we watched the sunset.
Smells good. It looks almost like chicken.
Okay. So who's having what, Dad? Water, Fanta, Coke?
Can I have a Coke?
Sure.
I must say that this was one picturesque sunset if I ever seen one. The rays were so beautiful to behold that it almost seemed unreal to my eyes. An amazing, awe-inspiring, perilous, exhilarating, unreal day we had today. I've never felt so deep into the wild as I do now. This is such a beautiful place to experience firsthand, I don't even want to leave. Good thing it's not over yet. Until the next entry, this is Ian, signing off for now.
my outdoor shower this time.
Did the fire go down a little bit? It's a bit...
Are you cold?
No, I'm fine. I'm feeling the heat. The smoke's blowing this way.
Yeah.
Ian, you know what they say.
Smoke.
Smoke follows beauty.
What?
Are you saying I'm beautiful?
That's what they say.
Ian, you're such a Casanova.
Yeah.
Really? I never really...
Wait, am I the only one who's ever heard that?
Nope, I've heard
Okay.
Yeah, I've never heard that either.
Yeah, smoke follows beauty. Does anyone listen to country music?
I do, but I've never heard that.
Sam Hunt has a song and he says smoke follows beauty.
I
Baby.
don't listen to Sam Hunt.
Well, I'm just saying, it's on the radio.
You struck me as an old country kind of girl.
No, I mean, I like some old country, but I'm more into the modern, like Jason Aldean.
Oh, I hate Jason Aldean so much.
Clint, don't even. You can talk bad about Luke Bryan and everyone else, but not Jason Aldean.
I walked out of Jason Aldean's concert.
Clint, stop. I met Jason Aldean and I loved him so much.
I'm sure he's a good guy. I just don't like him.
What?
I gotta go backwards.
Oh.